Hi, Twinkie. That's Twinkie. Yeah, it is Twinkie. It's Twinkie Bomb. Hi, Twinkie Bomb. Oh yeah. Stick your nose in the camera. That's always a good thing, Mia.
Our imprint is now truly global. Our impact now.
Oh, Mia, you could sit still so I see more than your ear.
Finally come to alter the very fundamentals of the living world.
Yeah, like more than your ear, and I think I saw his ear again.
We have
Well, that was a better picture.
To fish stocks to critical levels.
No, it's a better picture than your ear, Nia. Well, yeah, you have a beautiful ear, trust me. Well, you do. Here, I'll take a picture with his tail in the middle. Holy shit! Looks like there's a... What's wrong? Looks like a skunk here.
We're replacing the wild with the tame. Half
there.
Of the fertile land on Earth is now farmland.
Yep. It's not a good thing. Because it doesn't do anything.
70% of the massive birds on this planet are domestic birds.
Speaking of what, we have a problem.
Chickens.
You know where we put those boards up there? The jays are ripping them off.
For over 1/3 of the weight of mammals.
I don't know what to do if Kevin's capable of going up on the ladder. Somebody has got to tack it back into place.
The story of global decline during a single lifetime, from mice to whales, make up just. But it doesn't end there.
Oh, let's hope not. So, along with all that, I put a PDF up on the page. Did you see it? Okay, with comments and thanked everybody. Oh, okay. And thank you for being the guinea pig. We've got to come up with a word for guinea pig. Thank you for turning the lights on and for doing all that stuff online and for getting up outside. And you've got to bathe, Tim. There is, and shave. Your beard was full of food stuffs. Okay? Yeah, it's likely not going to happen. You better be happy that we're doing this right now and we're here now instead. Well, you are. I know you are. So much for rewilding.
Rewilding the world is simpler than you might think. And the changes we have to make
what is all that?
The generations.
Yeah, I see that.
She's drinking my coffee.
Is that what she does? She goes drinks coffee and she goes snaky?
Hangs out at Starbucks and drinks coffee.
Gosh, Mew.
Comes home and does this.
Oh.
In international waters,
Pardon me?
is attempting to
squirrel.
create the biggest fish zone of all.
It's interesting. That?
Yeah,
trust me, dear, it's interesting. I'm quite fond of them too.
It's now time for our species.
And how do you say otter and upriver hell chameleon?
I don't know.
Scattle. 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 Yeah. So it's that TL from like Toctilla. Okay. Scatla. Scatla.
Cool. When you think about it, we've
otter.
10,000 years ago, as hunter-gatherers, we lived a sustainable life because that was the only option. All these years later, it's once again the only option. We need to rediscover how to be sustainable, to move from being...
Pardon me?
There's only people that believe in what he's talking about.
Well, I think that's a lot of what's going on. And then those who think that they're helping are sorting their garbage, which is now ending up in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So, It's kind of more complex sometimes than just this message. It's scary, you know. What time is it? I may go in. I don't know if I can start another something.
7:30.
Okay, if I go in, I could go to bed within the next hour. I'm glad when I came out and sat for a few minutes. Just sit there for a second. Hang on. Okay, so there's Mia doing God knows what.
What?
Oh, there he is, and there's you. And
Who are you?
feeling kind of overwhelmed at this point.
You shouldn't be able to see me. Of course I can see you. But I'm invisible to humans.
What is
You're
this?
right in front of me.
The Bureau
What are you
of
doing in
Magic
the room?
Things.
Of what?
Are you drunk? Brought you
The
home?
Bureau of
From the
Magical
park?
Things.
And when does it happen?
It's a new arrival, I think.
Well, you could probably look that up or start looking for things tonight. Do you want to do that?
Well, I got the 2 for tomorrow night.
Well, maybe.
The Bureau of Magical Things for tonight for this.
Well, that might be more light.
Yeah.
Okay. By the time I get done, Tim, tomorrow doing whatever, I don't know if I can do the slave trade too. Like, I will be overwhelmed already. Okay? So if you found some stuff on, what's that, Google Docs?
No, that's Netflix.
Okay, well then, that might be an idea, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna go that away. And, oh god damn. I've had those glasses on all day, and I can barely see straight. And I don't know what I'm going to do with my eyes. I'm quite concerned actually with some of it. Yeah, that was good, Mia, but there I still you think
are.
the world's going to end.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good night, love.
Okay, it was good to sit together. Night night.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, night night.
Okay, I've got to lock up yet and find some other stuff here, okay? Now what have you got? You got 2 things? Hello, say hello.
I do.
Okay. I've got to organize
that
this
should
stuff
give him
then.
enough room to do backup. I would prefer that he could see the bikes and not see the bikes because, well, he would hit those. Okay, there. There we are. I'm going to go take some shots of the garden, okay? Okay, so what have you got to... Hi. Oh, look, I'm in shadow too. There. Hi. I don't know how far you wanted to go today. But I thought we'd come over here for about an hour, and then it's about that time to go home, and I've got to find whatever I got to do for about 3 o'clock. So, and it's about 1:30 now. So, okay, so we're gonna go over that way. It's warmer here than at Kinsman. That's the one thing. You got your key off of that? Oh, okay. Yeah. And we haven't been here for a long while, right? Flowers we're looking. Okay, go ahead. I'm doing shots of these things. There. You probably want to sit in the sun, don't you? I hope it's not in my eyes, Tim.
Beautiful to the sides.
Yeah, it's gonna something. Actually, you want to sit in the sun.
No, it doesn't have any.
Well, yeah, otherwise I'm gonna have to undress. A bunch of clothes. And I didn't want to take them all off. Look, it's the picnic table with all the whatever on it. Yeah, that's dust off the now. Wow. Holy mackerel. So right now I'm taking Saturdays for the most part totally off. Okay? Otherwise I've got Saturday has got to have stuff with whatever. So we get up in the morning and I do Izzy, and I'm not done with taping and organizing that till 9:30. Okay, so I've got a little time in the morning, right? That hour, but I don't have it to do homework. I do whatever. I play with pictures, or I do this, or I do that for half an hour to an hour, and Izzy, and then there's really not time to start homework per se unless it's reading. So I tend to work with the language then, and then when I come in, it's homework. Okay, so except for Tuesdays, which is down to do pickup and everything else that happens. So that's the routine right now. And I don't have a lot of downtime in between. In fact, the only reason I've got this is because Isidore didn't have a class today. So that extra half hour this morning got put to use until I had to go. Yeah, so we're here for a few minutes. I thought, well, we'd come over here. And I've got to talk to Kelly tomorrow about the bike before I sort of go a step further. The car has to be attended to. I thought that whatever your gas situation is on this bike, it could theoretically be ran down enough that we don't have to drain the tank, is kind of where I was going with that.
Right now it's over half.
Well, the 250 would hold for another month, I would think, and still start. But we have to make sure that it's runnable and running before we swap it out. So we'll run this down a bit, and then we go out and we get the 250 out, and check it out, and if not, then we do this swap over. So that's within the next little bit. The pump has to come in. You haven't got that on your list.
No.
Well, you have to put that on your list.
Okay.
Well, if you wait a minute, I'll go over those with you in a minute, okay?
Yep.
That's a good thing to see on All Souls Day.
All Souls?
Yeah, it is. All Souls Day follows All Saints, which follows Samhain.
Yeah.
So they're doing ceremony, which would make sense ultimately because it's Anishinaabe and sort of with, probably because of the Catholic kind of connection, because All Souls would then be, winter festival of sorts, and here they do that. Stala does it, but it's done on the moons, and I don't know when it is this year. I usually know. So okay, so what are they?
Two of Wands, Queen of Swords, the World, and Eight of Wands to cover it.
Okay. So Two of Wands is basically standing there and waiting for your ship to come in, of sorts. Queen of Swords suggests,
Queen of Swords, yes.
Suggests trouble or swiftness. You can interpret that in whatever the questions are or whatever the issues are. What was the other one?
The World.
It's really quite encompassing. That's my sense. It's not just physical, it's quite encompassing. And it's also got to do with summation. And the World is sort of sits at the very... The World. So you've got court. And then what's the next one?
8.
8 of wands.
There's a certain amount of struggle in it, but it's not necessarily struggle that's bad. It might even be struggle for entertainment.
Hi guys.
That's what was the straight to
Hey,
it.
put the-
Yeah, okay, there, that's it. Not them, where are they?
Up here.
There they are.
One at the end of your book.
There's some in there too. I'm looking at these ones. There they is. Here.
So somewhere along the line, Paul Henderson makes some posts that there were a lot of problems, firecrackers. Firecrackers really bothered lots of people.
I heard the same thing at the bank this morning.
Okay, so I respond, hang on a second. There, lots of movement around. So that's all well and good. I made a comment about, I read through a bunch of posts and then I said, you know, it's unfortunate because the downtown core is not what it was. It is difficult. You know, with the homeless issues and everything else, because people were saying things like the RCMP were overrun and had their hands real full.
Oh yeah.
Some idiot gets on and tells me that I have conflated or something the issues, confused everything, and I don't know nothing. Because Chilliwack has not changed. And I said, oh. So then he says, oh no, he's been here 30 years. I said, well, I go back a lot longer than that here. And Chilliwack has changed. And this thing about, yes, but it has nothing to do with issues on the street. It has to do with fireworks. I said, well, that's interesting because the RCMP were, you get how this is running.
Yep.
At some point along the line, I just got really sick of it. What did he tell me? He told me that it was reasons of people like me why he left groups and on and on and on. I said, you know, that's unfortunate. But first of all, and I don't know what all I said, something about the fact that, how did I put it? I told him not to play Socratic arguments with me, that I would win. And he came, because this ran back and forth for a while, went on this morning too, and said, no, I still didn't know what I was talking about, and blah, blah, blah. What did I say to him? Oh yeah, that he had started the issues. First of all, apparently the RCMP were not involved, or had nothing to do with it. That's interesting because the entire thread has to do with discussions about the RCMP. Like, then I started banging it down, right? So then he comes back and he told me that I still knew nothing and I should go back to wherever I came from. I don't know, one of those things. Can you believe this? And I said, oh, and he gets up at 4:30 in the morning and he's got a dog and on and on and on. I said,
where do you live?
so I said to him, this is the best, because he didn't make a reply. He made a, you know, mad look, which means that I nailed him. Okay. So what do I say to him? I said, that's good you get up at 4:30 in the morning. I know lots of people that were disturbed at night. It's a good thing. I'm glad for you that you weren't. I know lots of people whose dogs were upset, and I'm glad yours was not. I also know lots of elderly and PTSD. And I just went right through the argument again. I said, maybe the only thing is that you're right, Chilliwack hasn't changed, except there's no empathy, and that is what you are lacking. Okay? Ooh. So there were enough likes on my comments. I don't think I was being nasty. I also reminded him, I said, and furthermore, you started this argument. Because I'm just making a comment going, things were like a war zone in downtown Chilliwack. And one of the other things that I made in my initial comment was, because of where I am, there's a lot of dry tinder. Firecrackers were going off there. The cops with the RCMP have their hands full. The fire trucks, everybody's nuts. And why is the city not addressing these issues? And I don't know who this idiot is. It's just, good God. Anyway, it was that fun.
Probably lives so far away from center of town that.
Or either that, or he's, you know, on drugs himself. That's possible too. But the bottom line is it smacked our buddy behind us. He never heard a thing.
Yeah?
He takes his hearing aids out.
Oh yeah.
He thought that was funny. Oh really? Yeah. Okay, well then why am I talking to you? You have no sympathy for me. I didn't hear anything. She said the same thing. Can't you hear that? You're in the alley. He says, I didn't hear nothing. Oh yeah, good for you. But this is what this idiot said, you know, that people should just get earplugs and they should just bring their dogs in. They should just shut up and stop discussing this. What? And that really doesn't address the other issues. The other issues are relevant.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a city that can afford to have police overrun with these kinds of issues when there's a whole lot more going on Halloween. Yeah. So okay. Well, there's my
What are you
rant.
eating for supper tonight?
Probably the last up next.
Okay. I have to be in class tomorrow, Tim. She's going to go over whatever she's going to give us a test on the following week. So this weekend's going to turn into a bit of one of those holy shit moments again. I do not necessarily have Monday to study for it. As soon as I know what it is, I've got to go through all of my stuff and I will do a notes sheet of some sort. Bring in just plain orange garbage bags.
These are orange. So the huge ones.
Well, if they're the oversized, then somebody on the phone has got to be able to figure out what an average garbage can is that they would sell. And if the light bulbs are supposed to be in as well, then you would deal with that. But the pump may last for another day or two, but I'm concerned we have rain coming, so it's not going to freeze for 24 hours. At least I don't think it is tonight. It's not calling for it. So tomorrow you're going off to do an eye doctor.
1 o'clock.
Oh, okay, so you could theoretically get the pump in. I can undo that. I don't know what you're going to do with. I don't really want it sitting there. If you can get it as far in as in under cover, I will bring it in further where it's got to go, because it's got to sit and drain and dry for a bit. Usually on the patio. What did we do with it last year? I took it upstairs. That was it, to dry it out. Rather than putting it in the back room.
Go first thing in the morning. Get some money from Eileen.
Well, we may have Daphne on board for Wednesday. If we do, maybe I will send you her. Okay. It kind of, it depends, because you're 2:45.
Yeah.
Okay, well that puts me with a lot of almost downtime, unless I say, okay, well then I guess Wednesday we're doing, but Wednesday it's drizzling rain and I don't know what to do in that time period. This weekend they're calling for a decent day again, so I could get stuff done in the yard and we could go out someplace, and I take Saturday off. And I don't know how to do it any different, Tim. I'm doing far. I was hoping tonight I was going to get in early enough to get this done, and then come sit upstairs for a little bit and watch that. That's kind of the other thing. But this was kind of, downtime and whatnot too. I don't even know if I'm going to build a new document for study group. I think there's more than enough in there that we could go back over. Let's read the play. Actually, most people seem to. I got a lot of chuckles on that, didn't I? Yeah. Ray's going, oh, and James is just, oh my goodness. I think it speaks to everybody. Yeah. If you're gonna fart, don't fart. I'll wipe your nose. Don't touch. Don't kick. I like that one. Not emotion. Creator, help me. And I was doing it. I started like survival phrases, and when I looked at it, I thought, if I put a teacher's voice in there, we're happening. Turn on the light. Turn the light off. No, turn the light on. No, turn the light off.
Sit down. I have to go to the bathroom. Like, it's just, I'm hungry. I'm sleepy. Teacher, Toma is sleepy. I have a headache. Are you having fun, teacher? Yeah, I think that they would be good too. That would give us something to work through. I'm not sure what to do with the app. That's difficult. Like that is difficult. I actually almost need somebody to work it with me. Like it almost needs two people to work it. It's like those conversations, and with Maureen and I did two of them because nobody stepped up to the plate. I said, I'll do it with you. So you're eating
Jelly beans.
and you're eating jelly beans. Well, here,
My mouth gets dry.
take it off. Oh yeah, it probably does. There. Look at all the little colored jelly beans. Look at that. Okay. There you go. And we'll go do that, and then I'll go in and do something else. I could have dealt with the car today, although we can get at it theoretically. I don't know what to do with draining the tank. That's the problem. And the truck has to go on the road this week. That's the other thing that I was planning on doing, is going and getting that, and then the truck has to go out. And I don't know if I want to take the truck to, say, White Rock. That's the problem. I'm not even sure where I want to take the truck. Abbotsford would be a good run. Parallel Road would be the best. Like just go out the back way or something. Yeah, it's just, the sun is gorgeous today. It would be nice if I thought I had the timeline to go for a longer ride, but I don't. So. Oh, that's a good thing to see behind the bikes. Or maybe not. Oh, we'll presume he knows what he's doing, huh? Okay, thank you for going out.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry I can't do longer. I've got to go check this if she sends it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello? Tim? Tim? Open the door, please. Open the door, I'm not coming up here for long. I'm just... Okay, you cooked the corn. I'm probably not going to eat it right now. I'll take it down and put it in the fridge. Oh, God. Please fill that up.
Coffee or water?
Coffee.
Okay.
I'm obviously not going there tomorrow night. But you know what? I am overjoyed. And believe it or not, I think some of this has to do with, it has to do with everything else. We will be in a class with 6 people and we're all wearing masks. Tim, this is hard stuff to do. All of it.
And if we can do it online, then that's how we should do it. Because we could all be at least comfortable while we're talking. I can barely understand people in class when they have a mask on. Do you understand?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, you've understood that with the drum circle, so that's what's going on there.
Everywhere I go.
I don't know what people are even saying. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture of the cat, picture you, picture something else, and yes, Nia, we're going to go take our picture of Mew. Come on, Mew, it is your picture time. Oh, she just poses. Yes, she does, Nia. Yes, oh, you pose too. What a good boy. Okay, I'm not going to track Daphne right now. You are on to do with mailing.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to try to pull this off. I'm going to come back in. And at this point, I'm just going to... I've got the assignment done. It's got to be edited. And I told her tonight, yes, it's corn, Nia. Well, what do you know? Oh, it's a Nia. There's a Nia again. That's a good picture. What is it?
You like the corn husks?
I would prefer you didn't give those stuff.
No, I don't.
Okay, but I told her tonight too, and said, I don't know what I said. What did I fucking say? I don't know. I said, oh, and I pretty much have the assignments done. I've got to edit them. I was going to get them shipped off maybe by tonight, and she said that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so everything's up in flux again.
Working
But-
on it. In fact, you could come downstairs.
I think that what we
this
need
way
to
and
do...
bring that, okay?
Here, can you turn that
Bring
stupid
the
thing
thing
off for a
of
moment,
corn
and I'll
if
just
you
sit
can,
here and
and
turn this
I
off and
don't
talk to you.
have to worry about carrying everything.
All right?
Oh, fuck.
I am so thrilled that I don't have to come in for 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Well, I come in for 10, and then I don't settle till hell knows what time. Okay, that box is empty.
Yep.
There's eggs in here. Now what do we do?
I'll put the eggs in the morning.
There's a sandwich or two. This is... The dog could eat this. Pick that box up. Set it sideways over there and say night night. Here. Night 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 night.
Okay.
The dog can have this, okay? And this. Where is the pump? In
Midway.
Okay, well this goes in the house. I have a place I keep this, okay? There. Hi. Well, that's a lousy picture. There. I guess we need a flash down here. Okay. Oh, you look like shit too. Okay. All right. Well, this has to go in there. These things would be on for Mei Ling, but I can remember that tomorrow. Don't lock up yet. And the other thought is I'm not coming upstairs tonight. I'm doing whatever. I'm playing catch up with getting all of the assignments done. She sent another one last night.
Oh, crap.
Okay. So it's kind of interesting. And I don't know if you could call Chris or Daphne. You can call both of them today. So I'm going to stop over at the liquor store there or whatever, or pick up a box of wine. And, okay? And we are running early, so we're not in any panic at the moment. Okay, I might end up out here tomorrow night with you. What is that?
Bagels.
Why did you bring that up here like that? Because they will not last, Tim. Hi, Nia. Yeah, I know. You're a good boy. They will not last like that, Tim. Those have to be rinsed. Okay, come on.
What? I just heard that moments ago.
Okay, I would rather you didn't put that up on the air. There is not enough water in this. Get out of my way. These have to be rinsed. That's why they were over there rather than over on the other side. That is not full. That is half full. You and I have a very different idea of what is full and what is half full. This would theoretically sit there tomorrow at this point. We'll need to check the water levels, maybe add a little more to it.
It's on high right now.
It doesn't need to be stirred. That's old school.
Do I need to turn it down?
No, you will need to unplug it when you go to bed. These should not be sitting up here like this. They won't keep. Well, why don't you try nuking some of that stuff? Okay, I'm not here for a long time. Just get up here. I've got all sorts of stuff to deal with. Right? Tim, there are very few people out there in this world that seem to realize what kind of crises I live through moment to moment, and that's what I'm living through. And I'm not feeling very well. So I'm going in to have a talk with the ancestors to relieve me of the duties. That's where I'm at. I've said that. Okay? Now, what I would like to know is what you might have possibly done in order to fry the phones down. I think it's the outside equipment. If you could think of something else, it's been a very unusual day, Tim.
Last thing I did was I talked to you before I left. That was the last time I talked to you. I hung up the phone.
That says nothing about the phone, though. That was the intercom. So that's not the phone.
That was the last thing I did. The
All
last
right.
person I talked to was Mei Ling
Which was when?
this morning.
At what time?
I didn't talk to her. No, I didn't talk to her this morning. I didn't need to.
Well, the phone has been off, to the best of my understanding, since probably yesterday at about 5 o'clock. It is odd that 2 or 3 people did not call me. They said, well, I tried. So it's been off since, but that's about when the rain started. So I'm assuming it's out there and it needs to be checked. And I don't know what I did to fix the problem. It is crackling on and off. That means that there are issues with the equipment. That's just, I've managed to, and I think I know how to fix some of that. I'm going inside, Tim. I'm not feeling well. What are you doing with that plastic bag?
Put it up there in the hallway at the top.
That's really not a good spot for it. Why don't you put it downstairs near the fridge so it can be used properly, all right? All right. And you can talk to me in a few minutes or so as to what's going on with, you have bananas to eat.
Yes.
All right? I don't know what to make of any or all of it.
Okay, I'm not here for very long. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of say hello to the cats and go in and keep going. I am overwhelmed. Okay, you can. Hi, Nia. Hello, say hello. Okay, so how did it go today?
I put an injection today.
What?
They did the injection today. But it didn't freeze my eye enough.
Well, that's what I thought they would do, so I guess it's a good damn thing that you didn't have.
But my eye isn't frozen.
It's a good damn thing that you didn't have yourself driving yourself, right? Why were you so late?
Because she decided she was going to take the long way home. She didn't want to do the freeway.
Well, I don't blame her, neither do I.
She wanted all the way over that way. And all the way over that.
Well, didn't you tell her about Parallel Road?
Yeah, she didn't want to do that one.
Oh, okay, well, I'm going in and out of way, Tim. I'm just trying to pull everything off that I'm trying to pull off. Oh, okay. Okay, take care. Oh, okay. It's a bit of a fluke that I'm up here right now, okay? Considering all, and life is just interesting. So the watch thought I can get on with whatever and go lay down. I'm kind of overwhelmed.
Is falling out of sync with the global economy.
I'm really overwhelmed with this week already,
After
Tim.
massive
Okay,
discoveries in America and in Australia,
exhausted.
most of the world's
Did you
leading
get out
nations have
front?
left silver behind and
No,
are now basing
sidewalks
their
and
economies
steps
on
all
gold.
swept off.
Oh, and in and around the fridge?
Bridges. Yeah.
Okay, that's a start. Did you do a little bit coming through the gate?
Was considered something of a backward
Tomorrow I gotta
phenomenon.
get those garbage cans.
Any country that was
Which
respected.
garbage cans?
Well, there's some with old leaves.
China was very backward. It was so
Like
disorganized.
all
It was not able to join the gold standard.
You could simply, for the time
The very
being,
idea
take
of
a
reform
garbage
itself
can out
is
there.
challenged
There's one
within
in the
the imperial
backyard, a
court
small one with a
by a
lid.
deeply conservative, ruthless, and powerful woman.
So when are you going out
A
front?
woman who effectively runs China
She was
in the last decades of the 19th century through her influence over the boy emperor Wang Shi.
imperial rule.
In the morning, because you're going to do the cleanup up here tonight.
Yeah.
In late 19th
You
century.
are a good boy.
China
We're taking your picture
As
because
finance
you won't let me
minister
do
for
it
the
with a
New
camera.
Republic, in April 1933, he calls a meeting at the Chamber of Commerce in Shanghai.
You know, if you sat down,
in
it
which
would
he
be a
sets
good
out to
thing.
radically
Oh,
alter China's
there.
policy.
Good
Sun's daring
boy.
proposal is to abolish
Yeah,
the silver
you're
teal,
gonna sit
the unit
down.
of Chinese currency which has been used for centuries,
Yeah,
and
you're gonna
replace it
sit
with
down.
one standard minted
That's
silver
my
coin.
guy.
But he has a formidable obstacle to overcome.
in terms of real boots. In this regard, the Chinese economy is no different from the British economy in the early days, in the early 19th century, right? So the Chinese businesses will want to expand.
The skylines of modern China testify to its economic dominance and its seemingly endless potential. But modern China allows the world to once again
Hello,
see
Mew.
what
You're
this
up
country
there. I know
has
you
always
are.
been.
For most of human history, China has represented the
Oh,
world's
Mew.
Really,
You
if
little
look at
turd.
it, China had just napped for a little bit in the 19th century. There's Napoleon's very famous phrase, when China, awakens, the world will tremble.
China heralded
Mew, where are
globalization
you?
by throwing in its lot with silver in 1581.
Yo, you turkey
It
bum.
triggered a new epoch in world history with its need for this precious metal. Today, money has many forms, and most transactions are electronic. But in the Chinese language, the character for money says silver, and the characters for bank says silver shop. Pointed reminders of how central silver was for centuries in shaping China's economy and how it shaped the rest of the world.
So I didn't
Tell you all this when you were working, Tim.
being out here.
How would you like to write 5 papers a week? Do you know what kind of time that takes?
Gives to.
Okay. I'm going up to do whatever and whatever and whatever again. Okay? All right. I want to be able to have this clean because I want to bring the pump up here. Okay, get out of my way. If you can cut that there.
clean the fan, clean whatever. I don't know where to put it.
Those are clean cans.
Thank you. I should, well, I'll take a couple of them in because at any given moment I'm out making a mess of myself outside. Oh, okay.
I think there might be one more there, though.
That's fine. Okay, Twinkie. Okay, night. It's beautiful right now. I don't know why we wouldn't go out with bikes in the afternoon if we didn't go out to, say, White Rock or something. That thing's on continuous?
Yeah, right now it is.
Which way are you? What? Turning left is not a good idea. Right here, right now, Tim.
Probably not.
No, it's not. So I don't know why you. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow. I would think that we should be doing more on the yard again. The front really needs to have all the leaves picked up out front. Would be a good thought too. And dump that garbage can. And the leaves are going to end up having to go in garbage cans because they're too wet to run the lawnmower over them. So, I don't know. The sky is just beautiful right now. I could have brought... Oh, shit. It's 4:30. Let's go home and I would get the truck plate and I would have... Or never mind, we'll do it tomorrow then. I'm not going there now if I don't have the stuff with me, do I? Right? Okay, I've got a couple of things to do, and I'm not probably doing this. I'm bathed. Okay, hello?
Hi.
I don't know what's wrong with this. Hello, guys. Come here.
Oh, for fuck's
Yes,
sakes.
there's my new. There's my Nia. Okay, there's Nia. Thank you. I've got to go and do stuff that away. Now, I don't know what's all over the shirt. It's a mess. It probably from today too. That would be and the pants. That's all. Okay. So if those go in.
One more?
Well, I was going to till I picked one up. I'm doing a bunch of whatever. If you took the lid off and just poured it.
Not out of this one.
Well,
everywhere.
Okay, whoa. I guess, okay? I need soap and okay, thank you.